Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. In today's presentation, we will troubleshoot the DTC U1260, which stands for Lost Communication with Electric Oil Pump. This code indicates a communication issue between the Transmission Control Module, TCM, and the electric oil pump of the Honda Civic 2022 model and newer. The primary function of the electric oil pump is to ensure that the transmission fluid is circulated effectively, helping to maintain optimal transmission performance, especially in various driving conditions. The TCM is responsible for controlling the electric oil pump's operation, and it monitors the motor speed of the oil pump. If the motor speed falls below a specified threshold over a set period, the TCM determines there is a malfunction and thus stores the DTC U1260. As we go through this troubleshooting guide, we'll explore the relevant components, possible causes, symptoms, and a systematic approach for diagnosing and resolving this issue. The DTC U1260 affects several critical components in the vehicle's transmission system, primarily the electric oil pump, the TCM, and the associated relays and circuits. The electric oil pump is essential in circulating the automatic transmission fluid, which keeps the system lubricated and cool. The TCM functions as the brain of the transmission system, sending commands to both the electric oil pump and receiving feedback about its operation. Location-wise, the electric oil pump is typically mounted within the transmission assembly, while the TCM is often found in the engine compartment or passenger cabin. Additionally, this system involves the electric oil pump relay that controls power to the pump. Understanding these components and their roles is crucial for effective troubleshooting and pinpointing where communication may have failed. The possible causes of DTC U1260 can be categorized into four main areas. First, the electric oil pump itself can malfunction, possibly due to internal wear or electrical failures, preventing it from reaching the necessary operational speed. Second, the relay that powers the electric oil pump may be faulty, which can lead to inadequate power supply. Third, various wiring issues can lead to open circuits or shorts, disrupting the communication pathways between the TCM and the electric oil pump. Lastly, if the TCM is not functioning properly, it may not send the appropriate commands or receive feedback, hence keeping the code stored. Identifying which of these components is responsible is crucial for effective resolution. When dealing with DTC U1260, various symptoms may emerge that can signal the underlying issue. One primary symptom is erratic transmission performance, which can manifest as rough shifting or delayed responses when changing gears. Additionally, drivers might notice warning lights illuminating on the dashboard, indicating problems within the transmission system. Unusual noises during operation, such as grinding or whirring sounds, may also point toward an issue with the electric oil pump not functioning correctly. Because the electric oil pump is integral to maintaining proper transmission fluid circulation, any failure can lead to significant performance degradation. Recognizing these symptoms can aid in quickly identifying and diagnosing the issue. Begin the troubleshooting process by ensuring the vehicle is in the on mode. This allows power to flow to the necessary components. Next, utilize the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS, to activate the electric oil pump. This step should last for at least 5 seconds. This test is pivotal since it attempts to communicate directly with the electric oil pump and checks whether it operates as commanded by the TCM. Monitoring how the pump reacts during this activation can reveal if it operates normally or if there are signs of failure. It's important to note that the pump must achieve its operational speed within the specified time frame for the system to function properly. Next, inspect the electric oil pump relay, as it is a critical component that regulates power to the electric oil pump. To perform the relay test, examine its connection and operation. Use appropriate diagnostic tools to check for continuity and ensure that the relay is engaging as it should. If there is no continuity, or if the relay does not operate correctly, it may need replacement. Troubleshooting this step effectively can eliminate relay failure as a source of the issue, which is crucial in narrowing down the faults within the transmission system. Subsequently, proceed to test the electric oil pump itself directly. This involves checking its functionality to ensure it can reach the appropriate speed when powered. Begin by disconnecting the electric oil pump and testing it in isolation. You will need to measure specific parameters like voltage and current to confirm if the pump is operating within its defined parameters. If the pump fails to operate or reports abnormal measurements, it may require replacement or further inspection. Ensuring the pump is fully operational is essential to rule out one of the leading causes of the DTC U1260 complaints. Next, focus on inspecting the external circuit linked to the electric oil pump. This includes checking the signaling lines, specifically the electric oil pump signal, EOPSIG, electric oil pump status, EOPSTS, and electric oil pump ground, EOPGND circuits. Ensure there are no open or shorted circuits that could impede communication between the TCM and the electric oil pump. Use a multimeter to verify continuity and check resistance, making sure that all connections are solid. Any faults in these wiring circuits could be a direct cause of the lost communication, making this step vital for proper troubleshooting. Proceed by inspecting the DC-DC converter and the associated circuits that supply power to the system. The DC-DC converter is responsible for transforming voltages to suitable levels for the electric oil pump and TCM. Disconnect the converter and check its connections, making sure to perform an open wire inspection to identify any potential faults. Look out for signs of damage, corrosion, or loose connections that could compromise battery power delivery or disrupt the function of the electric oil pump. Confirming that the power supply circuit is in good order is essential for maintaining proper communication and operation of the electric components. In this step, initiate an open wire inspection of EOP-RLY and EOP-VB circuits. For each of these components, verify continuity using correct measurements. Set the multimeter to the resistance setting and observe readings, which should ideally reflect less than 1 ohm to ensure proper connections are intact. Look closely for potential breaks in the insulation or other signs of wear that threaten circuit integrity. Evaluating these aspects can either uncover a fault or confirm the health of these circuits, guiding your next steps for a resolution. Finally, if all prior components have been verified as operational, it's time to inspect the TCM itself. This step involves assessing the TCM to ensure it correctly communicates and sends the necessary commands to the electric oil pump. This may include testing its inputs and outputs using the HDS. If the TCM appears to not respond correctly or fails the diagnostic tests, it may need to be replaced or reprogrammed. Isolating the TCM as the cause provides clarity on the final step of troubleshooting for DTC U1260 and directs the repair process. After performing repairs, it's essential to verify the success of your corrections. Start by clearing any stored DTC codes using the HDS. Following this, conduct a thorough road test to ensure that the electric oil pump operates smoothly and that there are no recurring issues. Monitor the vehicle's performance in different operating conditions to confirm proper transmission operations. If the DTC reappears, or if any symptoms persist during the road test, further investigation may be required. Ensuring that all repairs were effective and restoring vehicle performance is the ultimate goal in this process. To prevent future occurrences of DTC U1260, regular maintenance checks are vital. Schedule periodic inspections of all transmission components, including the electric oil pump, relays, and wiring. Additionally, consistently monitor transmission fluid levels and quality, as leaks or degradation could lead to pump failure and other transmission issues. Maintaining cleanliness in the electrical connectors can also prevent corrosion, which could impede the system's communication pathways. Staying proactive with these maintenance measures guarantees not only the longevity of the system, but also enhances reliability and performance throughout the life of the vehicle. In conclusion, troubleshooting DTC U1260 requires a systematic approach to identify communication failures between the TCM and the electric oil pump. We reviewed the critical components involved, explored symptoms, and walked through a detailed troubleshooting process, encompassing all necessary checks and inspections. Each step helps to isolate the issue, whether it lies with the pump, relay, wiring, or even the TCM itself. By performing effective troubleshooting and adhering to preventive maintenance, you can ensure smooth operation and prevent the recurrence of this DTC in the future. Finally, remember that understanding these systems' intricacies allows for informed decisions and effective repairs, securing the reliability of the Honda Civic. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.